Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 5 of season 4 of Stranger Things. In the last episode, we have our first success against this entity, against Vecna, as the team, after investigating Victor Creel, found a little bit of information that gives them just a little bit of a line of defense against this thing's spell that it can cast on you, where it just kind of pulls you into this trance and just makes you its plaything in this dreamscape. Guest appearance from Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself, in the Freddy Krueger themed season was just icing on the cake. I was kind of hoping when we go in there, I was like, oh, that would be so cool if it was him. And then the second he talked before he came out of the shadows, I was like, yeah, boy, that's my dude. Hell yeah. That made me so excited. The whole episode, though, had me just on edge the entire time, because they were setting up everything, man, for like with Max and her letters about maybe her being, I was so worried she was going to be the sacrifice, like that they would she's either going to be the, oh hey everybody, this could happen to any of them, all the gloves are off this time around, or that it would get just enough of information that out of what was going to happen to make sure that it didn't happen to anybody else, because they were doing all the typical things of, you might as well say goodbye to this character by the end, with the goodbyes, the letters, the emotional moments, the memories, the flashbacks. I was like, oh god, if I have to watch her get twisted up like a pretzel, I'm going to freak out. And thankfully, she was able to break free. And for what we've seen with Creel, he hasn't been revisited since. So maybe once the spell's been broken, it can't be cast on you again, which would be a great little thing to have happen. The other military force that has been trying to track down, at least I assume this is the other military force that has been trying to track down Eleven, the one seeing her as a threat, bust into the buyer's home and just started lighting up the place. That caught me off guard, especially considering Owen's agents did everything they could to defend the kids. So I gotta respect them for that, even though our gang was planning on ditching them to begin with. Thankfully, the ride showed up just in time. They got one of the agents out who was shot, but he's at least alive at this point, out of there, and they are making their way to Indiana, is all I can suppose at this point. We had a moment where Will and Mike had a really strong heart-to-heart, and I really did appreciate that moment. Especially, it got me worked up and emotional, and I'm glad that Mike's finally starting to kind of like open up and understand certain things, though we still know Will's holding back a little bit. But he's taken the painting that he made with us, so hopefully we'll finally get to see what that's about and have that addressed. No 11 in the last episode, as we were moving like all of our other threads forward. Hopper, Joyce, Murray, all them betrayed. Even Jockin himself was betrayed by his pilot, the guy he had who was going to be transporting out there. He got the $40,000 and said, you know what? I can get more out of this. So he called up the warden, ratted out his guy, ratted out Hopper, and now he's drugged Joyce and Murray, and he's got more Americans than he knows what to do with at this point. So, fuck that guy. I can't wait to see how that happens, because they're so cut off from the rest of the world while everybody else back home is converging. No one knows what's going on with them. No one stateside has a clue where they are, except for Jonathan, them, who knows or thinks that they're in Alaska. Well, they're not anymore. Well, I guess that guy's in Alaska, right? He's stationed in Alaska? Because they're not in Russia. He's just Russian in Alaska, right? Am I picking up the pace there, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be remember that incorrectly. The visuals last episode, stellar. Great stuff. We got a little cameo with Dacre as freaking Freddy Krueger, Billy showing up, trying to taunt Max in her moment of weakness. Good stuff, man. Great episode. We're asking all the right questions about the Upside Down, because a lot of our understanding of it up to this point has been incorrect, or misleading, rather. And I like that we're kind of expanding upon that. If they can expand upon the Upside Down, what it is, what it originally was, and all that stuff. I got my theories. I've talked about them at length before, especially in the last video. I'd love to see them maybe dive into that a little bit, but we're kind of opening that conversation about it now that we know it's existed, operated within Hawkins well before the Hawkins experiments with the Hawkins lab. But guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So if you're new to the channel, or maybe you've been watching for a little while and you haven't yet to hit that subscribe button for whatever reason, I really hope if you enjoy this reaction, by the end of the video, maybe you'll hit that button. Maybe even leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, where you can see my reaction to the entire thing in watch-along format, you can check that out over on Patreon. Or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. Just helps support us, helps us grow, helps us expand and improve the videos that come to you guys here on the YouTubes. And you get the same thing for all the other shows we cover, a bunch of exclusive movie reactions at full length as well, where you guys get to help choose what we add to that every month. And we got monthly Q&As, behind the scenes footage. I try to make it worth your while since you guys are going out of your way to support the channel. But of course, I know now we can do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing the videos, because YouTube will see that engagement and promote the channel to more people, expanding our community ever further, like the virus of the upside down that we are. Sorry, got a little real with you there for a second. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into this episode. Episode 5. Here we go. Oh, God. Oh, no.
You gotta get us to St. Mary's. I don't think Ray's gonna help that dude, man. Owens. So Owens, okay. The girl. She's in danger. Okay, how do we find Owens?
Nina.
Shit. There's a number. Number. Just give it. We can call this Nina. Grab a magazine or something. Will, get something.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it, man.
Yo, wait. Why is it so quiet back there, huh? Oh, is he dead? Jesus, man. Huh? Talk to me!
Oh, no.
Get on the road!
This is insane, man. I just go in here and try to light up a bunch of kids.
Listen, I know she was just here. And if you want to live, you're going to tell me where she is.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Apologies for the bumpy ride, kiddo. I would have paved the road, but kind of ruins the whole top secret location thing.
What if they're going to Area 51? That'd be funny. "12 hours ago." Okay. Oh, God. We're rewinding a bit. Nope. This is different. Secret underground bunker.
Okay, here we go. Dan, Tracy, morning.
Morning, Doc. Morning.
You're bigger than Madonna to them. They believe in you.
So I was kind of right. It is kind of an 11 cult.
We call her Nina.
Oh, is that a new isolation chamber, maybe?
What is it?
If we told you, it would have ruined the surprise.
No fucking way.
Daughter. And Papa.
No. I'm hoping that we can trust Brenner now. I hope so. Maybe he's come back around, or maybe we're just getting a little bit of insight into why he was so strict with her.
This is not how I wanted things to begin, but everything's going to be all right. You're home now.
Because I trust Owens, and I don't think he would make that call if Brenner was actually a threat to 11. I don't believe that. Unless they fucking prove me wrong. It's alliance of necessity. Because who knows her abilities and the project better than him. I'm shocked, man. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be. We never ever saw his body. But I was one of the, I feel like I was one of the few people that just was pretty sold on the fact that he died at the school with the Demogorgon attacked. And I know the rule, no body, no death most of the time. But I don't know, the way they sold it, they had me pretty convinced. The Nina Project. All right, well, how's this shithole treating us today?
What I tell you, American, no run. You don't listen. Now is going to be much pain.
Dude, after everything, I'm surprised he doesn't have to have his feet amputated. Now you fight the bear. Why? Oh, wait, no. Shit. They're gonna make him fight the Demodogs they got. Is that it? This looks like, I don't know. Maybe it could be a bear, but...
At least you have company.
A man has no name.
We gambled today, and we lost. We lost.
So there's no squad.
I don't know, this doesn't look like the exact same place, but it could be. Yeah, nah. Nah, if you gotta bang it to make it work, I would not trust it to fly.
Yeah, you'll do.
Yeah, when are we gonna catch back up with the fucking mob?
Eddie the Banished. You there?
Eddie the Banished.
Cold beer would really calm my jangled nerves.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
No, don't you dare. Wheeler. Wheeler?
Dustin! Wake up!
Who's gone?
She's supposed to be on Mac's watch.
Oh.
Okay, then where is she?
Oh, she's probably just in the bathroom. Yeah, she's fine. She's cooking. Or doing homework, drawing, something.
I think it's so sweet that you guys are sticking together like this.
Could try sticking together at a different house.
Fuck you, Ted.
You know you're welcome here anytime.
You're like family. May I?
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? Take us for all we're worth.
Okay.
Yeah, shut your mouth, Ted. Just shut the fuck up.
Hey. Hey.
She's just, oh, she's drawing what she saw.
Is this what you saw last night? I mean, it's supposed to be. Like, he didn't want me there.
Maybe
I
you
might be.
infiltrated his mind.
Yes! That's what I said!
Is it that big of a leap to suggest you somehow wound up in his? Like Freddy Krueger's boiler room with razors for fingers, and he kills you in your dreams.
Dustin, seriously?
Let's traumatize this child while we're at it.
It's not real. Just think about it.
I fucking love Dustin, man.
Maybe the answer we're looking for is somewhere in this incredibly vague drawing. God, we need Will.
I've seen it before.
It's the Creel house.
It's pieces of a house, not just any house.
That's wicked, man.
It's Victor Creel's house.
Oh, wait, did they shave her head again? Or is she having a dream? Why does this look like the Hawkins lab? Maybe she's in a memory. I'm hoping she's in a memory. Yeah, she has to be in a memory.
Lessons begin promptly at 10. Well. Look who finally...
God damn, man.
We shouldn't have just thrown her in there like this. She's gonna drown in there.
She is going to swim.
They're two very different types of people, man. I did not expect this.
Yo, dude's probably got like a family and kids and all that shit. I think we gotta go to the cops with this one, man. We gotta lay it all on him, okay? The whole shebang about your superpower girlfriend, the bad government dudes, the upside down dimension planet thing? No! Maybe the cops can help us find out where she is. And if they kill her, they're gonna kill us. Actually, they might kill us before they kill her. I don't know, man. Actually, I don't know what order they want to go.
Why don't you just go to the van and do your thing?
I should have explained myself, because then maybe Eleven would have taken me with her and things would be different, but I didn't know what to say.
I think it's just scary to open up like that. To say how you really feel. Especially to people you care about the most. What if they don't like the truth?
Hey, does anybody know the dead dude's name?
What?
The dead dude.
Aww.
And you do realize we spent all morning hiding the body.
Well, I'll just write, here lies unknown hero agent man.
You're gonna write our names on the pizza box.
Pretty common name.
Okay, dude. Do your thing. Jesus Christ.
I'm glad that Jonathan's at least clear-headed throughout this.
Unknown hero agent man. That's the pen he gave me right before he died. Why would he give me a pen that didn't work?
Maybe it's got the number on the pen.
Come on. Hey, man, I'm using that. What are you doing?
Yes.
It's the number. We've had it this whole time.
You got his digits, man?
Fucking Argyle, dude. All right, what are we fucking fighting in here, man? Oh. It's either Demodogs or a bear.
Я здесь по ошибке. Ничем не могу помочь.
Я тебя богачу. Видишь этого американца? Он богач.
This girl Al and Joyce just happened, and I told myself they needed me, but that wasn't true.
Yes, it
That's
is.
a lie. They didn't need me.
You needed them.
I needed them. Everyone I love, I hurt. See, I was wrong this whole time. I wasn't cursed.
He was the curse.
I am the curse.
I've heard rumors of a monster from America.
Yeah, it's the Demogorgon or the Demodogs.
We are going to die in here.
We need to take a look around.
I think it's some kind of leak.
He's not wrong. Just not what he thinks is leaking it.
Everywhere these freaks have been seen, we divide and conquer. Check them out one by one.
Reefer Rick, he's Eddie's supplier. He's supposed to be in prison.
Great.
No stones unturned.
Now this gives me some It vibes.
It's locked. Should I knock, see if anybody's home?
No need. I found a key.
Hey, what works, works. What if the house was built on a weakness in the Upside Down? Because I'm still trying to piece together why this house specifically.
Where'd everyone get those?
Or it's just like the It house, which like connected all the catacombs around the town and all isolated there.
You all see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a clock.
Move it.
Maybe he's like a clockmaker or something?
Think you cracked the case, Steve?
I love Dustin's smarmy attitude to half of the things that Steve says this season. I'd move it. What if there's like a rip behind it? Like a tear. The clock's relevant some way. Steve's not completely off his rocker to talk about it. At least I don't think so.
Well, we're just always partners, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Joyce, what are you doing?
Take him out!
Take him out!
You know karate. You said you were a black belt.
And he's gun, just like that, huh?
Is black not the highest color?
I've only sparred with the other students. It doesn't go younger than 13. 13? But Jeremiah is 16.
Oh my god.
Yes, you're right. I can't defeat her.
This is ridiculous, man. Murray is hilarious. He's always such a wild card.
Well, well.
Man, this is like Izanami or some shit. Gotta keep reliving the same moment until your resolve shifts and you change in your heart. Figure out the puzzle. Why are you here? Oh, wow.
Listen. Remember.
Look who finally decided to join us.
This kid looks familiar too.
The sleepyhead smart.
I'm sorry. Am I?
Oh.
She's swimming now.
We don't have much time.
Well, then she'll just have to swim faster.
Hey, I was right.
968 6161. It's just making a bunch of weird noises.
Busy?
It's dialing through a modem, I think.
Does that remind you of anything?
War game. We're not calling a phone. We're calling a computer.
We just need to find the computer. The only hacker that I know lives in Utah.
Utah. They're going to see Susie.
Turn around. Look at what you see.
Susie saved the world last year, and maybe she can save it again.
I didn't see that coming. Oh man, I'm worried for Eddie, man.
Looks like Rick's had company.
It's him. It's Eddie. You remember me, right? Hey, anyone's there?
Damn. Oh no.
It's a spider. The obvious things are not what people observe, or don't observe, or Sherlock Holmes.
He tried. What was with the hidden spider collection in that grate, though? Why? I mean, we know spiders is another common motif of this thing, so, like, curious about that.
We're gonna find Vecna and kill him before he even thinks about messing with you again. I bet if we hit these suckers in the right combo, we might just open a door to his secret lair. Voila. I've really missed that.
Missed what?
The laugh.
Her laugh.
I promise I'm gonna stop asking this, but you're seeing that, right?
Yeah. Nah. Nope.
Which brave soul would like to follow that? Hmm?
Are they powering it?
Remember to stay focused.
Why does he waste so much time with her?
Quiet.
I know that guy from something, man. I again, I can't place it. Damn. We're getting somewhere, though. Ooh.
Pull her out.
Man, I love Owens.
You are a fragile cargo. You can still break.
Kabonk.
Not if I break you first.
Why announce yourself?
But turn this plane around and I will spare your life.
Knock him out, Joyce. Oh, or not. Dude, hell yeah, get him. Ooh, nice. Oh no. Oh God. Yeah, dude. Get him. Get him. This was ridiculous, dude.
I said don't knock him out!
Why would you hit any switches? God damn, man. How are they gonna get out of here now, though? They're gonna have to steal a plane.
Everyone, turn off your flashlights.
Oh, great.
Never mind.
He's gonna be saved by this guy getting ragdogged, man. Yeah, here it comes. Oh, wait, we got people in the house while this is about to happen. I'm really curious what's gonna happen. Like, what if they're there while this is happening? While one of these kills are going on? Because that's where he's housed. What's the other side look like? I love these transitions, man. His buddy is about to go floating above this water. Yeah, here we go. Oh, oh! Oh, wow, it's overloading their shit. Well, what's his nuts saw that happen. Yeah! But she didn't kill them though, I hope. Hope not.
I said stay away!
I don't understand. I do.
I don't know how to feel about this. Well, we found they figured out where Vecna's housed finally. But what good that's going to do them, I don't really know. But he seems to be able to do everything from this point. And I still want to know what drew him to the house. Why is he attached to this house? We did find out that Max did invade his own mind as he was in hers, which is awesome. Yeah, I was still a little iffy on what they're doing with Steve and Nancy right now. If we're rubber banding back to that, or maybe we use that as a jumping off point to really kind of give some closure to some of those elements. Again, Mike and Will's conversation is growing ever closer to what I think Will's going to want to say, whatever that is. We'll just wait and find out. You know, I've said my piece, as at least so far, what I feel like they're hinting towards, and I'm curious to see how that unfolds and when it does, especially after that little conversation they had at the junkyard talking about how hard it can be to express feelings to someone that's very important to you and worry about how that could or could not be returned. And I like that whole little conversation. And then how they figured out the number that the agent was talking to, why he handed him that pen. So there's like, I like that little clue. I was like, there's got to be something with the pen, right? It was like, that was my initial thought. And then we just kind of got away from it, and then we came back to it. So I kind of like, they threw me off with the whole pen thing. I thought he was handing them for a reason, because a lot of times you get like business pens, you know, and they'll have like a brand, the name, and contact information on the pen, so they pass it out or whatever. So that's kind of what I thought it was, but it was a little more than that. It was literally in the pen, so that was fun. Jonathan being off his high is at least nice, because like, as funny as that was for a little while, I was like, man, I miss like responsible Jonathan. Eddie has now witnessed this happen to one of his own, while Eddie had nothing to do with it. And he just said earlier in this episode that he doesn't believe in any of that supernatural stuff. So I'm very curious to see where he goes with this. Does he backtrack onto that and now think Eddie, in fact, this cult was able to curse him? Is this going to accentuate the whole cult mentality that they've developed about this? Or will he absolve Eddie of this guilt now that he's seen what happened to him? Or maybe he'll just leave Eddie alone out of fear for his own life at this point. I don't know. I'm really curious to see where that goes. It sucks another kid had to be sacrificed, though, for this to happen. But I don't know. It was just, it's a wake-up call for them, and it had to happen. So far, Eddie's not been back into the plot really all that much, outside of being the ire and the object of obsession for some other characters, as well as protection. So I'd like to see him on the front lines a little bit, and maybe even we can get this other dude in on it. Maybe we can redeem him, bring him into the fold as to what is actually happening to the community. Hopper and his little scene with Jacques and Hagar was eye-opening. It was really painful just to see like how Hopper values himself and what in God's name they're going to be up against, because we've seen the Russians have demodogs or demogorgons. So it didn't sound like one to me, but they did make sure to mention that, like, I heard tale that they keep monsters up in here or something like that, and we saw just a dismembered hand and a bloody flail laying on the ground. So I don't know. We'll see. And if that is the case, Hopper has got experience with these things, and maybe he'll be able to, I don't know, show some value for that and get out of this situation. Joyce and Murray, they're resourceful, man. Don't ever count Joyce down and out. I like that they were able to get out of that situation. And however, they have now crashed that plane. And I mean, by all stretch of the imagination so far as we are in the story, that's their only way to and from Russia at this point to get back to Alaska and then back home. So they're going to have to steal a plane. They're going to have to make a call. Maybe Owens or Brenner can bring somebody out there. And that's the big reveal. Brenner is in fact alive. And I've been a doubter. Admittedly, that he survived any of this. But it's a bond of necessity at this point. An alliance of necessity. And maybe, like, obviously there's something bigger going on, and there was it was more than that, I think, before. So I feel like this is maybe kind of shedding some more light on why Brenner was so obsessed with making sure this project succeeded, because I feel like maybe in the end this was all, maybe that's not how it started, but now he's woken up to what this can be used for. You know, his faith always in Eleven at the end of the day, even though she was probably one of the least prodigal out of all the ones that he had trained. As they all saw, what does he see in her? She's weak or whatever. She can't really do anything, as the other ones were succeeding by and large more so than her in the tests. So something calls to her, and maybe it's fueled by her emotions. Maybe she's got latent abilities. Maybe it goes deeper than that, but there's something he's aware of now that he's able to help hone in on what happened there, and also maybe unlock what actually happened when she raged out on everybody, which I still feel like that is going to connect to Vecna in some form. But we'll just have to wait and find out what that is. But seeing Owens and him parallel Brenner, it just reinforces how I trust Owens. I don't know where I land on Brenner right now, especially considering all the things they've done. Now, if it was for this greater good project or whatever, or maybe he, since losing Elle, maybe since the Upside Down really continuing to wreak havoc on the world. I mean, he stayed out of her life up until this point, so he's been alive for all these years since season 1, but he stayed away. Let Owens take care. Maybe there's like I said, maybe there's a revelation that he's had from now on. Maybe this Project Nina that they've been working on is kind of overridden that now that they know what kind of threat the Upside Down really poses, and that he's taking responsibility for really unleashing that onto the world. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving it too much of the benefit of the doubt, but I trust Owens, and I don't know that he would work with him if he didn't at least know that he was playing their game. I don't think he would work with Brenner if he didn't trust Brenner, or that he didn't think that Brenner could be trusted. At least to some extent, because who's going to know this experiment more than him? Nobody, really. So, I don't know. It's really interesting. She was able to summon her powers just enough as she was being threatened and held back, but when commanding it against him, nothing really occurred. So she got a little bit of a charge out of this, and I think maybe there's a mental block happening. But I'm not sure what triggered that mental block, unless it was, I don't know. I'm not sure. I hope we get an explanation for it, but this episode was a little bit of a calm after the crazy episode before. I mean, we still had some wild stuff in here. We had a haunted house expedition. We had some building and character dives with some of our other people. A lot of conversation pieces being had. We're moving things forward, and I got a lot of. It's a little bit of a reprieve from some of the craziness, even though there's still some things happening here and there. But I'm excited to see where this all is building up, and how the show likes to expertly bring these threads all back together by the end. A little formulaic at this point, as far as each season's kind of followed a similar structure, but it always wows me in the end. So I'm excited. We got 2 episodes left after this one before we go on break for Volume 2 to come out next month. So I'm excited, man. Guys, what did you think of this episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us at our Discord. We could talk about it there as well. Links to that and on socials down below. Follow me in each and every one of those. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Share, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Coruscant, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, and Robert Anguiano. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and everybody who's been supporting the channel. Love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.